Hello, people. How are you? Welcome to the news week. And let me see who we have here before we going to some nice announcements that I have and some updates about some third parties. We got the collector one was here very early. Looking forward to the show. Thank you so much. And Troy, if you don't follow him, you should follow La Cueva del Griton. He's streaming most in Spanish, but it's quite worth it. He always have some great info. If you cannot understand Spanish, I don't know if he has subtitles. Almost 4K, João, you'll be there soon, brother. Yeah, it's true. And the member of the channel, my friend Hector, how are you? Fabio, I will neglect his comment. The collector again. Pablo Meza, how are you, Pablo? You are waiting for the invoice for your James Bond, as I know. This is amazing figure, really. I think is one of the best I had this year until now. Doc Smeasel, how are you? Of course, birthday is late. Yeah. Come on, Fabs. I mean, brother. Yeah, Fabs is not here. I will not invite him to this show. Other ones. Bob Dylan, sorry guys, I'm making brother late. Yes, just now Bob was asking me something. Kinky Sphincter on fire. Yeah, everything is on fire over here too. Froto Pop, hey, what's up? I hope everyone is feeling great. So I don't know if you guys saw, I posted yesterday, last night, the review of this James Bond from 11. It's actually not released yet. It is not shipping until now. This one I received, it was 1/6 kit. It reached to 11, and 11 sent to me an early piece for me to review. I pre-ordered with him, but I got it earlier. But I think it starts shipping next week. And today I asked him if you will have more pieces coming. He said he is not sure, but probably you will have some more. So I think the best way, if you are searching for this James Bond, is to go to his Facebook group, the 1/6 kit group, something like that. You will post there any updates about this figure. I don't know if you will find it anywhere, because 11, these figures, even here in China, they are quite difficult to come by stock. Normally when they send the pre-orders out, the stock, it's always very few. But I think 1/6 kit is your best option. But this is really, really good, especially the head sculpt. I was really impressed with this figure. You can check my review if you haven't. And before I did that review, I do have a membership on a channel. It's a low tier membership, and I normally update some backstage info. So you can consider becoming a member. It's $2.99 per month. It's not much, and I always update some extra info for members. 6-scale Fun Coldie Santa is here. Hello, how are you? And 6-scale Spiritist, amazing. And Bob Dylan already shared here the 1/6 Kit Facebook group. I think you should join, because he always provides there some nice info. Before we are going with the announcements, I want to share with you some updates that just come this morning, basically related with this Gandalf hat. So Asmos Toys, they did an update some days ago saying if you buy the Bilbo Baggins, the new one, you will get a Gandalf hat for free. I don't know why they would make this, but okay. But they update today saying that they are doing over 10,000 copies of these hats by the end of this year, and eventually there will be hats enough for everyone that got this Gandalf. I like this Gandalf. I don't know if any of you over there you got this one. I really like this Gandalf. On the time it was released, if you go back in Facebook groups, everyone was praising this Gandalf. Okay, he had the sunken eyes. That was a bit of a problem. The head, because of the magnet, didn't. The position was not the best, but there was fixes you can make, and I think this Gandalf with the diorama that it came with, I think it looks great. Then InArt came into the game, and everyone just throw out this Gandalf, and this one is already not good enough. I think this is still a very good piece for I think at that time was 320. Maybe now it's cheaper, but I think it's still a good figure. And until Inart comes with theirs, I think this still the best Gandalf to date. Uh, this is the Asmos update. There is also other update related with Young Toys, the Puzzle Man, the Riddler from Batman. I don't know which version you pre-ordered. Actually, there are at this moment, I think there are 2 or 3 versions. This one is from Ian Toys, which is basically Daft Toys. This is a Daft Toys using other name. So I'm very positive that they will deliver a good figure with this one. And they did the update with the mask. That today, actually, this was shared by Kit Chen on 16 Kit. They are updating this Riddler mask, which I think it looks a bit better. It's difficult to say because in their promo shots, everything is very dark. You cannot see very well. But if they are improving, at least it's because they acknowledge they could do something better, especially because there are other brand Mars toys that they are doing this Riddler too. I think at this moment we have 2 or 3 Riddlers. There was a custom one, but that one I think was 450 or something like that. That I was thinking to getting that one. I think Bob Dylan got that one, or as I remember. But I'm going to wait for these Yan toys and the one from Mars Toys, and then I will review both of them and compare. I think it's nice that they are acknowledging that maybe the mask was not good enough, and they are replacing it with other one. Passing now to an other, it is still the mask, just to show you here how it looks like. I think this is still a 3D rendition, something like that. We still need to wait for a product release. Then Infamous, they had this amazing idea of announcing a Steppenwolf. I don't know why they did. I know why they did the Justice League one, because this one, of course, it's easier to make, easier to produce. If they went with Snyder Cut, I don't think they would handle it. This comes at I have written here. Comes at $310, quite expensive, but this is 48 centimeters. I think they are going to use the same body as they did with Kingpin or Juggernaut, because it's the same company that doing this. But $310, it's a bit expensive. But yeah, it comes with this hammer, comes with some ends. There's nothing more over here. And the suit, you already know, if you have Proxima Midnight or if you have the other one, you already know that this is that rubberized suit. It's really not the best, but that's the only option you will have until Hot Toys decide to release theirs. But here you can see they would not do the Snyder Cut one, because the suit would be very difficult for them to make, and it would be the cost would be too high for them to make. So they just went with the easier route. I don't know if any of you are thinking to getting this. I maybe get it for a review, but I will not keep it. At 48 centimeters is just is not, for me, display wise, and for where I'm going with my collection, I don't need a figure with this size. And then I'm not confident that will be a very high quality. $310, we are already reaching Hot Toys prices, but it seems that it's what third party is going with later. As Bob Dylan is saying that, yeah, because that Pumpkin was such a success. It was not. It was not indeed. Asmating is saying a trash movie. Yeah, the Justice League was not the movie that many people liked. Even the Snyder Cut, not everyone liked. But I mean, if they are releasing this, is because they think there is a market for this, and I'm sure people will get this. 1/6 scale stop motion animation saying he's getting it, and as you, many people, I'm sure, will get it. Troy is back here. Hello, how are you, my friend? Carlos in the house too. How are you, Carlos? I will talk something that maybe suits for you, not 1/6 scale, but something I saw today from Pure Hearts, that Batman call, the life-size one that looks very good. But yeah, this is from Infamous. the Dark Servant at $310. Then we got as well from VTS Toys. This is a line I don't collect and I never review the Starship Force Lieutenant. This is the same company that does the them toys. They are basically the same company. VTS Toys is just a second brand from them toys. At 238, I don't know if Fabio is collecting this line, but I know some people collecting this line. It looks okay, especially the bases. VTS Toys always do these bases very well done. If you see the Dam Toys, the Assassin's Creed, all that line have very good bases, and VTS Toys, because it's the same company, they follow the same line and do very good bases. But is a release that not everyone will get, but they continue with this line, and I think is a successful line. The head sculpt looks okay. Their quality normally is always pretty standard. It's good. We got as well from Daft Toys. This was a kind of surprise. A set of 6 Joker masks. If you collect the Dark Knight, I think this will look good in your display. They come with a base. If you can see the base, you can see Batman. It's like a small statue of Batman that then you will place your masks there. $68, 6 masks. I think they are all accurate to the movie because they were six, as probably they were six, and I think $68 is okay. You imagine you can put your, let's say, the in-art Joker or the Hot Toys one together with Batman, and then you can place the bases around them or just in front. Uh, it would be better if we have an improved version of the bank robber Joker, because it would suit better to have these masks together with the bank robber version. But yeah, I think these masks look okay, and for 1/6 stop motion, if they will fit the figure, I don't think so. I think this is basically for display only. I think this is maybe all resin or plastic. Uh, I don't know if I would risk to place this on a head sculpt because of two things. Imagine that you place this, it's too tight. Maybe it will pass the paint onto the head sculpt. So I think it's not the best idea. But you can, if you maybe you want to do custom figures, you get your own bodies. Maybe you can customize to do the 6 of them. That's, I think it's possible. But to place on the top of a 1/6 head sculpt, I don't think that's the best idea. But yeah, I think it's a nice release from Daft Toys. I like that. Daft Toys always do this kind of releases, and they have been following a lot with the Dark Knight. They did the Bank Robber. They did Alfred. Their Alfred is actually quite good. They did Alfred, the Bank Robber, and they did the Scarecrow. As I remember, is these three: the Scarecrow, Alfred, and Batman. Um, but yeah, $68 is almost $10 per mask. I think it will look quite good. I have the character from Doom from VTS. Okay, great. VTS is a good company, and I'm sure Fabio knows about that too. But yeah, these masks, 6 masks, 68, look pretty okay. Now I'm going to talk about this. This is sometimes I don't understand why these companies even attempt to push pieces into the market. This head sculpt, I don't know if they want to try to do a Darth Maul, but this looks, for me, I think doesn't look good. They advertise these as the horns can be removed if you want, but I think there is nothing about this head sculpt that will make me even want to buy it. I don't know if there is a market for these. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to do like the Clone Wars version, but it's not even closer to that. It's just a hilarious head sculpt. It doesn't resemble Darth Maul in any way. And it's quite kind of surprising that the brand that doing this is Figurello. Uh, I don't own any piece from them, but normally they are priced a bit higher than others. and they are not sold everywhere. As I heard, actually, Figurello is like a partnership with KG Hobby. Like they have some partnership, they work together or something like that. Because Figurello brand you don't see on every online store. It's a brand that widely uh, is not widely sold. It's the same thing as that company that did the Bob Marley, the Win C Studio. If you notice, that brand you cannot find almost anywhere. You can find it on TNS. I even don't know if Toys Wonderland have them, because that Wincy Studio actually is so Toys partnering with TNS Figures, the shop. So uh, there are some brands that they partner with stores, and then they are like exclusive. And since we are talking about these head sculpt, I don't know where is this Joker, because this Joker is already delayed a lot. This is made by Figurello too. I had it on pre-order. The Doomsday, the other one from Flashpoint, it's already out, and this one from Figurello, but because I think it looks good, looks very dark, but there is no news about this one. I have it on pre-order. I'm sure many people have this on pre-order too, but there is no news about this, no any update. I don't know if they gave up doing this figure, or if they really delay, because until now there is no any news about this Doomsday version, the Zex Joker from Figueroa. But it's a pity, because I want to compare this one with the Flashpoint one. This one looks promising. I like the hair, the darker hair, because the Flashpoint one, the hair was too bright. That green, I didn't like it as much, and I wanted to see how this one turned out. But until now, there are no any update news about this Joker. Uh, Let me reach here a question from Damon. Damon, how are you? What's up with the second M Toys Bane? Just saw a video, super disappointing considering the bike one looked great. Okay, what happened with the M Toys Bane? Basically, it's like this. The head sculpt is the same as the stock market version that I reviewed before. The suit, it's good. There is no any problem. The problem with that Bane is the coat. The promo shots, they show us a coat, like a leather coat, dark brown. But I have mine here. But the problem with the coat is that they send a cream coat. The color of the coat is a very light brown, like a cream color, and it doesn't fit well. The size is right, it's just the color that it's not right. I heard that M Toys is trying to do some adjustments to fix it. As I heard, they are applying some kind of painting, some oil painting onto the coat, so it looks darker. But until now, I sent mine back, and I'm waiting for an answer from them, because I didn't want to review the Bane as it was, because that coat was actually not accurate. I don't know if this was a change made by them on purpose, or if they did a mistake on the production time, because the problem with that Bane is the coat, that is a cream color and not accurate, like a dark brown color like it should be. So that is basically the problem. Joe is unboxing Ahsoka finally and listening on the stream. Amazing. You already got it. I hear everything is delayed a lot. I still didn't got my Luke or even Moff Gideon. Um, and 1/6 stop much on the first Joker version release, the neck joint is magnetic, and that is good for articulation. Yeah, that's true. The magnetic joint is always much better for articulation, but it needs to be well done, because sometimes if they don't shape it correctly, it's difficult to pose the head well. But the magnetic joint, neck joint, is always the best option. You are completely right. Passing now here to the Thunder Toys. They introduced two new versions of Spider-Man. They did the one version before already, the same one, but without these symbios there. uh, 164, it's two versions. You got two versions of the Spider-Man, the black one and the normal one. I mean, I had this Spider-Man, I didn't review it. I had it in hand together with the display base, but mine, the stitching on the head, in the back, and on his legs, the stitching was horrible, and I sent mine back. I didn't review it, and I thought that was the final one. But later on, I start to see some people receiving it with a much better quality. So that's the that's the problem of being in China, is that sometimes you get the first batch, those early batches that sometimes come with some problems, and they don't have time to correct it, and then the later batches always come better. But mine was with a lot of stitching problems. I mean, these Spider-Man from Thunder Toys, the first version they did, no one wanted it, and now here, even here in China, that first version before the reissue, it went for more than double the price, because people were happy with that after they seeing more reviews and more photos. And that came with a display base that was enormous. The display base, I still have it with me, and it's really really good. This version of the Spider-Man, uh, this base doesn't come together. You need to buy separate. It's not together with the Spider-Man. This 23 cm, this is quite big, and they are heavy. They do these bases, they are really heavy, so you need to consider that if you have, for example, a glass display like I have, these bases are too heavy for the glass. That's what happened with their first version. I cannot use them in glass because they are really too heavy. And then you have here the other option. Both Spider-Mans are the same price, 164. They release end of this year. I mean, I don't know what's taking Hot Toys so long to announce these more variations of Spider-Man, but until now, that's what we have. Let me just say hello here to my friend Graham, Jedi Knights Watch. If you don't check his YouTube channel, he have great content, especially about module cases. I always like to see his videos. If you are getting module cases, you need to see his tutorials. He explain everything about module cases. Man of Hot Collectibles, my friend Andy in the house too. This Joker looks good. I might pull the trigger for that one. Yeah, that Joker looks good, but I wait for a release and then we will see. Dante, he did a review of his Dante that looks very good. You guys need to check his review as well. Bugman in the house, what's up, John? Everything is fine. Thank you for coming here. But yeah, these standard toys, it's well priced, but I mean, there are some figures like Spider-Man, like Batman, Spider-Man, main characters. I think, in my opinion, I prefer to have licensed ones and use third parties only for the background characters. Because not, I'm not saying that the quality isn't good, but I think it's always better to have a Hot Toys version. Is always better the main characters to be from a bigger brand with higher quality. This standard toys is passable. It's not the best. I know that some people just in review it and they said it was really good. Mine had the problem with the stitching, but that was my own problem. Then I just want to pass quickly here to this Thunder-tor. I already talked about this in Dante's stream, but yeah, this is $133, I think. 133, that's right. um, I don't know if you really need this figure in your collection. Only if Hot Toys comes with more figures from the movie, and then you want to complement this one with others, because I'm really not seeing this one being a part of a collection, at least mine. Even $133, I mean, when you see the price and you think, oh, this is priced quite well. But normally when the prices are like this, less than 150, it's because normally the quality will not be that good. It most of the times that's what happens. And I don't know many figures that were third party released under 120 that were good. The last one I remember was the SW Toys, the Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker. That one was 114, yeah, $115, and that one was good. But that one was only a red suit, and the head sculpt they did was quite acceptable, was better in my opinion than Toys Era or M Toys, and that was priced $115, and that I think that was good enough. This one at 133, and they claim is a muscular body and so on. I don't think it will be that will be that great. But yeah, that is the GTS Toys, the Thunder-tor. What do I have more here? I have here, I want to talk with you about the Pure Hearts. I don't know if you guys saw today, there was the Pure Hearts. They release a cowl from the Batman, which I think it looked very, very good. Is a 1-to-1 scale cowl. And I don't know where I put those photos. Let me just search here. It's this one. This is a life-size prop replica done by Pure Hearts. They said they use 3D rendering from the movie, the original ones. I think this one looks really, really good. It's not 1/6; it's a life-size replica. But I think it starts at $799, 799 exactly. But I don't know. I like these life-size replicas, and this call looks really good. The Batman logo is magnetic; you can remove it, and there is a statue that come. The statue that come with it, you can pose is for you to hold on to the figure. I'm checking. I think this is the statue. Yeah, this is the statue that comes with this, and then you can use the cowl on the top. There is two versions. This is the standard version that only come with the cowl. It's $799, and they are doing 1,989 pieces. And then there is other version that comes with a Batarang, and it's limited to 800 pieces. But I think that one you only can get it directly on Pure Arts website. And by the way, Pure Arts is the company that is doing they have the license now for the Assassin's Creed. So if you are collecting Assassin's Creed, they are the company that they have now the license for that. These are the announcements that were I saw until now this week. For releases, the new release that is coming, it's this one. I don't know if you have this on pre-order. I talked about this earlier already, but this one is already being shipped. 16Kid said he is going to start to ship it next week, if I'm not mistaken. But my honest opinion is that if you can get this Bond, you will have an amazing figure. Really, this one is really good. When you see this promo photo, the head sculpt is better than this promo photo. The problem with the head sculpt, if you see my review, and okay, I know my camera is not the best and so on, but the truth is that if you hold the head sculpt in your hand under natural light, the head sculpt looks much better than on camera, because on camera you need to use artificial lighting. It will cover some spots. It's not easy to capture all the details, especially in his head sculpt, because his hair has some yellowing color, and the face always look more yellow on camera, but especially on video. But in photos it looks really much better. I show you here a photo that I took, because it's different a photo than a video. Here in this photo I almost capture a bit better his likeness, but I tell you, this James Bond is really good for a third party brand, because 11, if you guys know 11, it's already on this game for some time, and they did this cooperation with Kai Studios. But I was really impressed with this. Not only the head sculpt, but the suit fits very well on the body. They tailor the suit perfectly onto the body. So if you get this Bond, my recommendation is that don't try to do a lot of action poses, because the shirt here inside is already all tucked in, is perfectly already. If you are going to mess it up, then you are going to mess the shirt. The same thing with the bow tie. The bow tie is already in place. You just need to adjust a bit. Don't go screw it, because then you probably screw the whole figure. But I really like this Bond. I was impressed with this one. Uh, but the Man of Hot Collectible saying review was fantastic too. You guys need to check it out. And butthole stretching on the daily with a super chat. Thank you so much. You are a very interesting character. Keep it up. Thank you so much. But yeah, this Bond is quite nice. I reviewed as well, that was released this week, the Woody from Hot Toys. If you haven't checked that review, you can consider checking it. I mean, some people in the comments told me this was a creepy figure. I don't know. It is creepy because of the open mouth and the rolling eye system. But I think it looks quite okay. I think the figure looks okay. It's a bit taller for a 1/6 scale. I was checking it near the James Bond. Is taller than James Bond, and the body is a bit larger. But I think this figure looks quite good. There is a problem, however, is with the boots. They didn't assemble the boots. The boots come separate in the art box. So because the boots are too long, and you need to fit the peg inside. That's a problem, because you need to fit the jeans, tuck the jeans, and then the leg, and then fit the peg, and then that peg joint moves out of the place. You need to repeat again. And because the boots are made of pleather, I was trying not to force them as much, and the spurs in the back are glued to the boots. So when you assemble the boots, you cannot force the spurs, because they will go out of place. I had one spur go out of place because I was applying too much strength onto the boot to try to connect, and it was really not the best idea. They could very well assemble the boots. And this brand, the Play Toys, it's actually super duck. If you ever got anything by them, this is a super duck. Arthur Morgan, that is the wrong type of revolver for a cowboy. Yeah, it probably is. I don't know if if they they followed exactly the movie or not. I'm really not sure. But of course, you are Arthur Morgan. You know much better than me. But yeah, I don't know if I don't think I have too much to talk here. I don't want to stay here just wasting wasting your time. Because I think it's almost about it for the announcements and releases this week. This is a stream that I want to do weekly, but it's a short stream. It's not a long stream. It's just a short stream talking about announcements and releases, and any questions you guys may have. And if I know the answer, of course, I will reply. But for this week, I think there was not much more than these. All the announcements I already talked. The releases was only this Woody and the James Bond, and I think it's about it. I don't know what I'm going to review next. I didn't see any new stuff coming. I don't have any info or any new stuff coming in the coming days. There is the Homelander from So Toys. Last time So Toys told that they were going to release it once the show started. Well, now we already have 3 episodes of the show, so I don't know if they are considering releasing it now. Especially, this would be the best time after the problem with the Star Ace Homelander. That was, you can watch Justin's review and you can see how horrible that figure was. But yeah, that this was the best time for them. if they release the Homelander now, I think they could capitalize on that unfortunate figure by Star Ace. Apart from that Homelander, I think there is nothing special coming out. I'm waiting for M Toys to fix that Bane figure. Once that they fix the codes, I will review it here on the channel. Just a plug again, if you guys can consider to apply for a membership on the channel, I will always give some extra news and backstage news and so on. I think it's quite worth it. You can consider it. That's all for this week. For the news this week, I will back next Thursday evening for you guys in the US. For me, here is Friday morning, and I will gather as much news and much updates as I can, and I will back next week. So wish you all a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.